Drop your dimes on the court, it's all about the hoops. Daby, Cabin, Dutch boy, fresh got the scoop. Bet your bucks on the game, make your heart loose. Listening to Puff Sports Radio, feel the truth. Let's go. In the city where winners never lose the roots. Spotlights on us, yeah, we remain aloof. Cash flow, dreams glow, we aim to prove. Our hustle and grind, watch us all improve. Sports Radio, you got the line. Basketball vibes, we redefine. The moves on live, that's our sign.
Welcome back. All about the hoops, the starting five. After a hiatus last weekend, we are back and ready to rock. And it is March, so it's about that time. You know, we were just talking backstage. College basketball is coming and going pretty quick, but we got the best 3 weeks ahead of us right here in March. The tournament coming up, conference tournaments coming up as well. And we got just the gang to do it. So you guys know the deal here on the Starting Five. This is a best bet show where we bring on 5 cappers that give you guys their best bets in college basketball and NBA. So without further ado, I'm going to start getting these guys up here. But real quick, I want to shout out you guys in the chat, man. Shout out to Barry, Justin in the chat, Stacks, Chill Will, Nuke Worker, Nasty Nate saying 11 more days, baby. Pubapalooza 4 is right around the corner on the horizon. Hopefully you got your tickets. The good news is if you didn't, you still can, okay? March 20th through the 23rd, go to San Antonio, meet us at the Southtown 101 bar. We're going to gamble, we're going to drink, we're going to eat, we're going to smoke. We're going to get paid, most importantly, boys and girls. But like I said, Man Bear Pig, everybody showing up in the chat, thank you guys. Hit the like, the share button if you can. Get it out there. Let everybody know we're up, back, rocking, ready to make some money. And I'm going to go ahead and start getting our guys up here. Week in and week out, you see this guy on Betting with the Bag killing it. You saw him kill it on the tailgate, and now he's doing the same thing in the NBA and college basketball. It's about that time. Our guy, Wine Time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy Saturday, Cab. Good to be here with you, man. We missed last Saturday. I think that was the first Saturday I wasn't live with my guy Daby Cab since August.
It's been
absolutely
a while.
Crazy, man. It felt weird. I woke up that morning. I was like, what do I do today? I guess I'm going to cap the card as usual, but I don't get to talk about it with the fellas in the chat. Missed you guys last week. But, man, we're having a rough week. We've had a rough last week and a half or so on Twitter. You know, we had a rough day yesterday betting with the bag, but we're ready to get back to it today, man. That's what bankroll management's all about. That's why you have a bankroll. That's why it's always on deck. You know what I mean? So these things happen, guys, but we're going to get right back to it. We've got a nice card today. I'm excited to break it down with you guys.
Hell yeah, man. I saw your card already, too. I need to go hit that retweet. I saw it just like 2 seconds before we started it. We're not going against each other. So today is a special day. Wine Time and me are not going to be on opposite sides. Another guy who we got coming up today who's been killing it this year. And, you know, Bet On It. That's what it's called. You got to check out his new show, Bet On It. I've been in the chat. It's a good show. It's good information, good knowledge. Our guy every day, man, every day, first person in the chat, dropping his play of the day, Stacks play of the day. And now we've been getting him here on Saturdays, which has been a real treat. My good friend, let's bring him up here, Stacks.
Stacks.
Stacks, what up?
Daby, one time. How you?
Yes,
You know, ready to get rocking. I know backstage you said you had a little bit of a hangover that you're about to have to fight away. So shout out to that.
Yeah, you know, it's day 2 of my hangover, so.
Hey,
He
cheers,
said day 2.
here's to my guy Stacks right here, man.
Yeah.
Hey, way to cure it.
Bad.
Best way right here. Not even 8 a.m. over here on the West Coast, fellas.
Yeah, you guys are wild. I'll take a hit of some fresh rosin with you guys, but I'll wait on the tequila shots for just a little bit. Maybe till tip for 11 a.m. or something like that. But speaking of tip, 11 a.m., you know, it'd be wrong if I introduced this guy any other way than to say, you know, he's got a whole conference named after him, right? We saw it again, not last week, but 2 weeks ago, where he took us to the gun belt. Okay, It's no longer the Sun Belt. It is now the Gun Belt. Our guy who's been coming on since the tailgate, kicking ass every single Saturday. One of my favorite cappers in this thing we do. A real treat that we get to have him. Guns Picks. Let me give him this intro real quick. Hold on. We got to make him his own, too.
Cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's get it today on a Saturday. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Guns, you were the one who was kind of making me feel a little bit sad talking about the dog days of summer and how we only got 3 weeks left. But they're a big 3 weeks, huh?
Huge 3 weeks. So we got to enjoy this, man. March is only a very short month. It feels like a short month because there's so much basketball, but this is the start of it. I can't wait to just break down the games. I got 3 here to give out to the people. Gave out 4 last night. I'm continually just putting out the content. And I dropped 9 plays or 10 plays on Dub Club that you get for free for a week. So if you want to go check that out, do that as well. But yeah, let's get into the plays. I'm ready to go, baby.
Hey, what is the Maryland Turpentine? What is that? A turtle?
Yeah, it's Maryland Terrapins today.
It's a turtle. Okay, that's what I thought. I wasn't sure.
A little foreshadowing into one of my picks.
Yeah, there we go. That's a dope turtle too. Speaking of foreshadowing into one of your picks, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let me see. I only have about 12 game banners here that Jose loaded me up with, so the odds are I don't have them. But let me know what the first game you want to look at is, and if I don't have it, I'll see if I can make one.
Yeah, let's start with the first one here. Let's talk. Let's do it 12 o'clock. Let's do St. John versus Marquette here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This is going to be tipping off at 12 p.m. East. When we look at this game, it's going to be the battle of the defense. You have St. John's defense that's ranked second in defensive efficiency, 21st in defending shots, 14th in creating turnovers, 142nd in defensive rebounding, going against a Marquette defense that's ranked 19th in defensive efficiency, 118th in defending shots, 9th in creating turnovers. Both teams are great at creating turnovers when I give those statistics, both in the top 15 as far as that statistic goes. But Marquette really protects the ball well. They're 5th in offensive turnover percentage, where St. John's is ranked 81st. So I think there's an advantage there for Marquette on the turnover margin. Now you got to look at the free throw line edge. Marquette has it there, 140th in free throw percentage. St. John's is 300th in the country in free throw percentage. And then you got to look with the situation here. Marquette is coming off road back-to-back, and they're playing the final game of the season at home versus a ranked opponent. So they're going to be very motivated for this one. Then you got to look at Marquette performs on this similar line. 7-3 ATS is a single-digit favorite this year. Then you get the revenge angle because Marquette lost to St. John 70-64. They were 2.5-point road dogs in that spot. Now you're seeing the line here jump to 3.5. Gives you all the indication that you need to know that you're looking at a Marquette spot. Also, St. John's is 2-4 ATS in their last 6 games. St. John's in unfamiliar territory for this pretty good team that could make a run in the NCAA tournament, but in this specific game, I think Marquette gets it done here. I got it at -2.5. You're seeing it at -3.5 now. It doesn't matter. Marquette is going to dominate this game versus St. John's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Give me Marquette. -3.5 has the play.
Man, I love it. I didn't bet this one. I know our guy Wine Time did, so I'm going to let you take it here in just a second too, Wine Time. But shout out to my guy Rez Mob in the chat. Sharky Water Nation. It's good to see you, Sharky, in the chat, man. Talk Sports with JT. What a crew we got out there with us today, man. A lot of really good gamblers and a lot of the homies also. So and a lot of both. You guys are both the homies and the good gamblers. But shout out to you guys in the chat, man. Good to see y'all rocking with us here. Everybody hit that like. We're already up over 100 people. Let's keep pushing it today. Let's see if we can hit that 200 mark. Because we got, like I said, we got guns giving out the guns belt. Doesn't get better than this. St. John's, Marquette. Wine Time, thoughts?
Yeah. I love when me and my guy Guns picks a line. We look at the market and these teams a lot similar. I agree with everything he pretty much said right there. I'm on Marquette. I didn't get the 2.5. I got the 3, -110. Still like the 3.5, though. I think they're going to dominate today. I've been fading the St. John's team in certain spots this season. St. John's certainly getting it done on the money line. They know how to win ball games when it comes down to it at the end of these games. But this is going to be a very hostile environment at Marquette. I think Marquette's going to get it done. I think Guns mentioned the free throw percentage too. Marquette, a much better free throw percentage team. I think that's going to matter there in the last couple minutes of this ball game. I think Marquette's going to take care of business here. I'm on the 3. I endorse the 3.5 still. Love this play here. I love that my guy Guns talked about it. This is a big game for Marquette, and I think they're going to take care of business here.
Stacks, you got anything here?
Yeah, I do actually. I ain't going to make it official because I bet it, and I ain't get a chance to see. But I got a text this morning from a friend of mine and she said something about Patino. That's the coach's name for St.
Yeah,
John,
Rick
right?
Pitino's coach of St. John's. Yep.
Said something about he was on Saturday Night Live or one of them shows and talking and doing something. She sent me the whole thing, but I didn't get it until like 10 minutes before I came on here, but I bet it. But the moral of the story, I guess he was talking like basically like somebody's sitting for St. John. And that much I know. Well, that's what she said. I ain't read it yet, but if y'all look into it, all y'all gotta do is look up. It might have been like Saturday Night Live, but bottom line, I'm on Marquette. I got minus 3.5.
So we got a unanimous board here on Marquette.
Sorry to interrupt you, Cam, but expect Cam Jones to have himself a game tonight, guys. His point props is the highest point props in this game at 19.5. He's averaging 18.5. He hit this game last time. He didn't hit it the previous 4 games. He's going to start going off here towards it gets to March. This is their best player. I think he's going to have himself a day today.
Hey, yo, real quick, who he play for?
Cam Jones is on Marquette.
He on Mark. I got a text. My homie texted me about his prop.
Oh,
but
dude,
I think it was his 3 prop though.
He's going to easily get 20 points today. Like he probably will get 25 here at home. He's going to have himself a night. He's going to hit his free throws when he gets to the free throw line. His 3-pointers made is over 1.5 juice to the over at minus 140. He's going to hit at least 2 or 3 threes here as well. And if he hits those and he hits his free throws, he's going to get 20 points here. Oh, you're muted. Yeah. You're good.
Boy, that was quick. Jinx, you guys are unanimous. Good job out there, man. Shout out to you guys in the chat, man. Mr. Tomatoes, Lil Domo, super true story. Good to see you. Real Madrid, my guy. All you guys, man. All the members. Thank you guys. We appreciate y'all showing up. Let's keep this thing rocking. So we got Marquette for my guy Guns, Wine Time, and Stacks here. Marquette. I like it. Early. Guns, what else are we looking at today?
Yeah, let's go. I'm wearing the hat for a reason, and see Shark in the chat saying I'm honoring Scott Van Pelt with this hat. This is a good one here. We got Northwestern versus Maryland, and then the Xfinity Center at College Park, Maryland, right up the road from the GUNZ studio. And then it's 3 p.m. is the tip-off on this one. You got a Maryland team that is just better statistically going into this game. 33rd in offensive efficiency, 8th in defensive efficiency. Then you got Maryland defense that's ranked 31st in opposing field goal percentage on the defensive side, of course. 48th in turnover percentage and 30th in defensive rebounds. And on the offensive side, they're pretty good as well. 58th in field goal percentage, 41st in three-point percentage, and 79th from the charity stripe. On the other side there for Northwestern, 62nd in offensive efficiency, 45th in defensive efficiency. Their offense is not the best shooting team, though. They're 216th in the country in field goal percentage, and they're 133rd in offensive rebounds. So they don't get a lot of second chance opportunities, and they don't shoot well from the floor. On the defensive side, they're ranked 138th in opposing field goal percentage, and they're 254th in opposing free throw attempts per game, which plays well because if you got a lot of free throw shooting attempts, you're going against a top 80 free throw shooting percentage team in Maryland. While it doesn't sound great, they're going to get a lot of opportunities to shoot free throws, and that's going to be good for this cover. And then Maryland coming off another situation where a team is coming off a road back-to-back and playing their final home game here. So a big motivational spot because what happened in the previous home game? Does anybody remember? Show of hands. They went against Michigan State. Michigan State shot a half-court shot to beat them at the buzzer. Heartbreaking loss. So they're going to want to get their comeuppance here against Northwestern. And Maryland just thrives in these situational spots. They're 8-4 ATS as a double-digit favorite. And then you got Northwestern that's 4-7 ATS in their last 11 games. And while they've performed very well as a dog, this is the highest spread that Northwestern has had as a dog all season long. So this is giving me a high indicator. They're going to get blown out here because of another angle here, the revenge angle, because Northwestern beat Maryland 76-74 in overtime. They were 2-point home dogs in that situation. Now you're seeing them as a double-digit dog here on the road. Tells me everything you needed to know. Maryland Terrapins are going to absolutely dominate this game from the jump. Give me Maryland minus 10.5 as the play.
Man, I like this Maryland team. I've been, there with them all year. And Northwestern's a team that, you might back them at home, but on the road, this is not the team that I would ever want to be behind here. Stacks, did you have any thoughts on this one? No,
I ain't got nothing.
Nothing. One time.
Yeah. I don't have anything on this game. I would definitely lean towards Maryland. We're seeing them as a double-digit favorite as a reason here at home. This is where I like to back Maryland at home, and I like to fade Northwestern on the road. I backed Northwestern multiple times this year, only at home, though. Nick Martellini, though, I mean, he's the best player on this Northwestern team. Expect him to have a big night tonight, though, for Northwestern to try to keep him in this game. But I think Maryland's ultimately going to win this. Could win this game by 15 plus here. Which is why we're seeing 11.5, I believe, right now. I'm going to stay away from this one. I just got a lot of action for today. But I like where Guns is going in this. I like the breakdown. Definitely have a lean towards Maryland.
Beautiful. Man, shout out to you guys in the chat. Reconic, did I say that right? Said, give me Maryland -6.5 first half. Shout out to you, man. Hope you get that cash. But yeah, let's keep it moving, Guns. What are we looking at next?
All right, I got this play, and then I got a gun belt play because there's only 2 gun belt plays games today, but I still got one for you guys. But I'm going to go to the Holy War here. A little late night degenerate special with Utah versus BYU at the Marriott Center. Provo, Utah, 10 p.m. is the tip on this game. Statistically, BYU does have the edge. They're 12th in offensive efficiency, 58th in defensive efficiency, going against a Utah Utes team that is 76th in offensive efficiency, 81st in defensive efficiency. Now, with the BYU offense, they're a strong three-point shooting team. They're ranked 29th in the country in three-point percentage. They're going against a Utah team that is 169th in defending the three. So maybe there's going to be a lot of open opportunities here for the Cougars to make their threes. And then you got to look at the offense here for Utah. They're a poor three-point shooting team. They're 211th in the country in three-point shooting percentage, and they're 58th in offensive rebounds. Then you got to look at the defensive angle here for BYU. They're 9th in defensive rebounding. So, yes, while Utah is strong on the offensive boards, they're playing a BYU defense that's much stronger from rebounding on the defensive side. Then you got to look at the struggles here with Utah when they go on the road this year. Look at the numbers here. Utah's offense averages 80.6 points per game at home, but on the road they average 66.5 points per game. Then their defense gives up 66.8 points per game to their opponents at home, 78.9 points per game on the road. So this team craters badly when they go on the road, and it shows ATS-wise because they're 1-8 ATS on the road this year. Also, they are 0-4 ATS as a double-digit dog this year. And then BYU is just an absolute heater when they play at home. 9-2 ATS in the last 11 home games, and they're 7-3 ATS as double-digit favorite. 13-3 ATS as a favorite of more than 5 points. Their only non-covers were non-conference games where they were favored by 20 points or more. And this game is right around 12.5 right now. Then the ultimate revenge angle because they lost to Utah in the first matchup, 73-72 in overtime. BYU is a 1-point road dog in that situation. Now they're a double-digit favorite here. Tells you what the books are saying. BYU is going to thump their rival here in Utah at home. Marriott said is going to be thumping on the final senior day home game. Give me BYU -12.5 as a play.
Beautiful. Either of you guys bet this one or
I did not bet this one. I'm not going to lie, though. I did have a little bit of a lean towards Utah because this is an in-state rivalry, and I think double digits is a lot to cover. I'm not going to go against my guy Guns in this one. I didn't cap this one too much depth, but I've gotten this. I've been cashing so much with this BYU team, and it's going to be a team I'm going to be looking at in the tournament, especially against who they're playing. So I'm not going to get in their way by any means, taking a Utah team that's not good. This team's trash. BYU should be looking at these guys by double digits. It's just I've been to a Utah Utes game, and I know how crazy these fans are and how into these games they get. And despite their season they're having, they might show up to this game in BYU. We'll see. It's going to be a good ball game, but I definitely think BYU is a double-digit better team than this team. I'm not going to take them, though. BYU is a really good team, though. I'm going to stay away from this one. Good luck to you, my guy.
Our guy Leonard Porsche said, I don't give a fuck what the spread is. BYU all day, baby. Shout out to you, Leonard. Good to see you in the chat, man. Everybody rolling in, man. Chris Warren, Rick J. Our guy Kong's dropping his best bet on the board. Alex Peria, money line for tonight in the UFC. Speaking of UFC, make sure you guys tune in tonight. I'll let our guy Billy give you guys the rundown when he gets up here in just a bit. But make sure you're tuned into the UFC here on Pub Sports Radio. And go to pubsportsradio.com. There's a $100 competition that's free to enter. All you got to do is click through and pick who you think is going to win the fights. And whoever gets the most right wins $100. It's that simple. Pubsportsradio.com. It's free to enter. So make sure you guys go do that. But let's keep it rolling right here into the gun belt. It's about that time. I don't think I don't think we've missed on a gun belt play yet this whole season. So let's keep it rocking, Guns.
No, and I told people to take ODU plus 7.5 yesterday. They won the game outright. And guess what I'm going to do this time? I'm going to fade them against Troy because I think this is a perfect spot for Troy situationally. And I'll tell you in a second. When you look at this Troy team playing at Pensacola, Florida, their defense is their strength all season long. 75th in defensive efficiency, 53rd in opposing field goal percentage, 38th in turnover percentage, 45th in blocks, 6th in the country in steals. So they get after the turnovers against their opponents. Then on the offensive side, you got to look at ODU. Not that great this year. They're 293rd in offensive efficiency, 359th in field goal percentage, 171st in turnover percentage. And that's going to play well with what Troy does on the defensive side of the ball. While Troy's offense is probably middle of the road at best because they're 188th in offensive efficiency, they get after the boards. A lot of second chance opportunity shots here for Troy because they are 4th in the country in offensive rebounds. And they're also a good 2-point shooting team ranked 90th in the country in that statistic. On the defensive side here for ODU, they are weak on the boards. They're 288th in the country in defensive rebounds. So there's going to be a huge advantage in the rebounding here for Troy. A lot of second chance opportunities. Now, Troy is 5-1 straight up in ATS in the last 6 games. So this is a team that is kind of coming into this game red hot. Then you got to look how Troy has performed as a double-digit favorite this year. 9-4 ATS in those spots this season. Then you got to look at ODU. They've been on a hot streak. I can't say that enough. They've won their last 4 games straight up in ATS, but they are 1-4 ATS as a double-digit dog this year. 0-2 ATS as a double-digit dog on a neutral floor. Then you got to look at the situation. Where is ODU coming from versus where Troy is coming from? ODU is on their 4th game in a row in 4 days. On Troy's side, they've had 8 days rest. This is their first game in 8 days. I don't know how they set the Sun Belt tournament bracket up, but there's these teams that get these humongous rest while these other teams have to battle this gauntlet to get to them. And this is where ODU is coming from. 4 games, 4 days, and now you got to go play one of the better teams in the conference in Troy. Troy's going to get it done. This is why the line is set so high. Give me Troy minus 11.5 as the gun belt play.
Hell yeah, man. That's wild. The 8 days rest versus 4 games in a row in 4 days. That is wild. Not the best scheduling right there. Stacks or Wine Time, did you guys have any action on this one?
Shout out to my guy Guns, man. This guy should be on ESPN. This guy knows more about pretty much sports than anyone I know. Love watching this guy work, man. This guy knows his shit. I couldn't agree more with you on the Troy side. You might have talked me into this one. I'm most likely going to play this one. If you guys don't follow Guns Pick, follow him on Twitter, man. Follow his YouTube channel. This guy's as sharp as they come, man. He knows how to read the market. He knows how to read these teams very well, especially conferences like this. It's called the Gun Belt for a reason. I'm going to tell him here on Troy. I can get right now, I believe, a minus 11.
Hey, I don't mean to cut you off, but you need to block Danny. It's not called the Sun Belt Tournament. You take that out there. It's the Gun Belt. You can't say the Sun Belt. That is abolished. I will sue you. I will sue you for calling it the Sun Belt. Sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah, I'm going to join you. I can get a minus 11, minus 115. A little bit. I want to take the 11 over the 11.5. I can get 11.5 at minus 105, but I'm going to take them a minus 11 right here. I think they're going to take care of business. So yeah, I'm with you, man. You talked me into it. I didn't even really look at this game before you just broke it down. I'm looking at everything right now on my phone, and it all makes sense here in this spot. So I'm going to be with you on Troy.
Hey, we got almost 150 people in the chat right now rocking with us. Actually, between X and YouTube, we got almost 400 or almost 300 people rocking with us. So shout out to you guys. If you're on X, think about jumping over on YouTube, pubsportsradio.com. Hit that subscribe button. And while you're subscribing to Pub Sports Radio, go subscribe to our guy Guns. I'm going to let him plug himself again here. You'll see him next week again, but make sure and go check out everything he's doing between now and then. Real quick, Guns, let me hit our guy Man Bear Pig. Drop in the 5 memberships. Man Bear Pig, the members keep the channel alive, man. You guys are the reason why we're here. Thank you. Let me run that dono for you one time.
Come rich, bitch!
Man Bear Pig.
I got to go get a shot poured. I'll be right back.
He can go grab a shot to take a shot for that, Man Bear Pig. Shout out to you, man. I'll have a hit with you when he gets back. But yeah, if you got that membership, just renew it. Do the right thing. And when the time comes out, hit the renew button. Shout out Man Bear Pig. Guns, you want to go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you if they want more gun belt action?
Hey, yeah, you can go follow me on all social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, and X, GUNZPICKS, all one word. And you can follow me along on my Gunspicks YouTube channel. Putting out content tonight. I'm going to do the late night degenerate, not the late night degenerate, I'm sorry, late night banger show. Going to be breaking out a few more late plays to give out to the people. And of course, like I said, doing Dub Club 1 week trial. If you want to go see all my plays, I'm going to be hammering the board here today. So if you want to go jump on and hang out for that, you can do that right now. The link is on posted on X. But that's going to do it for me. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys. Daby, Stacked, and Wine Time. Let's cash some tickets. Let's dominate the board. And as always, let's keep dancing.
Cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Shout out to our guy Guns, man. Bringing the money, the energy, everything you want to start a show, man. I can't thank him enough. Starts it the right way. Now, we digress. I'm going to go ahead and bring our guy up real quick. I don't know if he's doing college basketball today or, well, probably. He's probably doing college basketball. He's probably doing NBA. And I know he's got UFC going. And we finally got a dope-ass intro for him, so I'm ready to spin this shit one time. Shout out to our guy in the back coming up, ready to rock with us, Billy the Kid.
Regulators! But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean. Earn your keep.
You didn't mention kneecap.
What's Gucci, boys? Hell yeah. It's Saturday. It's March, man.
Oh, baby.
Enjoy college basketball in March, man. I don't know what the fuck you're betting on.
I mean, it's that time of year, man. It's that time of year. These conference tournaments too. I know some people don't, they want the big dance, the tournament, but I love conference tournaments. I love betting on the conference tournaments as well. Maybe getting a few futures out for who I think is going to win it. Real quick here, I'm going to let you guys pick what games we go to, and we'll keep it moving at a good pace. But I'm going to go ahead and throw this first 12 o'clock game up here. I want to get you guys' thoughts on it. Where did my graphics go? There we go. All right. And I want to hit this one real quick. Kentucky traveling to take on Missouri. Look, a couple games ago, I was talking about how important it was for Kentucky to get healthy. They needed Butler. They needed Robinson. They needed these guys back in their starting lineup. And they got them for one game. And then Robinson went out the next game. I think Robinson is back today. I would love for somebody to fact check me on that in the chat.
I think he's out.
He's out for good now?
Yeah, Lamont Butler came back, though.
Well, they both came back, but then Robinson went out again.
Yeah, I want to check that, but I believe he's done for the year.
I'm about to say somebody out for the season for Kentucky. I forget his name.
It's
Robinson. He came over from BYU with Pope.
Did you see what happened, or was it the same injury, or was it a completely different injury?
No, but looking at Sea of Blue, which is Kentucky's beat report website, Jackson Robertson undergoes perfect surgery, out for the season with a wrist injury, but thankfully the surgery repair was successful.
Well, there you go. And that's why we wanted to hit on that, because Robinson came back and went back out. And he's gone. He's done for the season. That means you got Kobe Bree, who's going to be stepping up. And, I've seen him have big games, and I've also seen him go 0 for 7 from the 3-point line in a game when they needed him. So it's going to be an interesting situation to watch develop here. Look, this game lines up as a Missouri spot. I get it. Missouri's lost their last 2 games. They lost ugly on the road to Oklahoma last game, if I'm not mistaken. And now they're traveling back home here. I don't believe in this Missouri defense. Now, I don't trust Kentucky's defense much either. And you're looking at a 175 or a 171.5 total for a reason, because I don't think there's going to be much defense on the court. But what I did here is I took Kentucky 3.5 in the first half. I just think it's a few too many points. Maybe Missouri, gets right full game. But even full game, I think 5.5, 6 points is too many points. I would only take the points with Kentucky here. It's a spot where, last time they were a dog, they burned me. But throughout the season as a dog, I've made good money on Kentucky. So I took them first half here. I want to get you guys' thoughts on it.
See, I'm on the opposite end, man. I like Missouri here. This is a smash spot for Missouri. Missouri's been one of those teams I've been betting on all SEC play, and they just been cashing. 18-1 at the crib this year. Kentucky, I have concerns about their defense. If you look at their 8 SEC, so you have to filter in their schedule. If you look at their 8 SEC road games, they're one of the worst defenses in the SEC, giving up damn near 85 points per game.
Are they 3-5 on the road? in the SEC?
Yeah, I mean, 3-6 on the road this season, giving up 85 points per game. That doesn't sound right going up against Missouri. Missouri, this isn't the Missouri teams of past years. This is a high caliber NIL team. They're ranked number 15 in the country. One of the things that I just left my buddy's crib, he was like, Kentucky plus 6.5. It's fucking crazy. And I was like, I'm telling you, Missouri's that fucking squad this year. A lot of people aren't going to want to lay the juice on Missouri in this spot. Missouri's going to roll here, man. This is a huge game for them. They just came off of a bad little road trip losing to Oklahoma and Vandy. This is a get-right spot for them and a half. Last 2 home games, they scored over 100 points. I don't see that changing today.
Yeah, I think Kentucky's live on the money line, so we're at opposite ends here. I mean, plus 200 for Kentucky in this spot is, I mean, I threw $50 on it. I'm not going to lie. It's just Missouri has been great through SEC play. I get it, but I think they're showing holes recently. So we'll see. This is going to be a hell of a matchup. If anything, you might could just take the over because, like I said, I don't really expect either of these teams to play much defense. I was high on Missouri last year, but I just couldn't trust their defense. And then I've been high on them this year as well, but it's still the same story as, they can give up 100 points any night. And both of these teams can give up. Hell, this could be a 200-point game. This could be an NBA game right here. Like, honestly, it could. 171 is high for a reason. So anything on this one time?
Nothing for me in this one, Cab. I'm not going to lie, though. I did have a bit of a lean towards Missouri just because I think the line moving up is telling us what we need to know here. I'm not going to fade my guy Daby Cab here, though, because, I mean, I know if there's one guy that knows Kentucky basketball, that's Daby Cab. Whenever we're on opposite sides in Kentucky games, it seems like I've lost. And you know what? I haven't believed in this Kentucky teams at times, but they're proving me wrong. They're playing some really good basketball going down the stretch. This is going to be a team that's going to probably be good in March Madness. Mizzou, they kind of need this win, though. That's the thing, though, Billy kind of touched on it as well. They've lost 2 games in a row. They kind of need this win right here going forward. Even if they do get this win, we'll see if they stay in the – they'll stay in the rankings. But I'm going to stay away from this one. This is going to be a good basketball game to watch, though. I'll be rooting for Billy. Did you end up moving on this or no?
Yeah. I moved on this last night at 3.5.
Good luck to both of you guys then. One of you guys are going to win on here. So
you know why my time staying off? Because he knows that favorite about to come through on this way. Stay off. Go dog hunting. I'm telling you, bro, Missouri is really a good fucking
they
team.
are. It's crazy too because Missouri's got one football program was so down the drain these last couple of years, and now all of a sudden, like they're both ranked these last couple 2 seasons. Like they're playing good ball. They're putting, like you said, the NIL money speaks, man. And they've got some down there in Mizzou on the low key. So we'll see. It's going to be a good game. But, guys, I forgot to take this shot here with my guy Stacks. Man Bear Pig gifted 5 pubs.
Yeah, shout out to you, Man Bear Pig.
Shout out to you, bro. It really helps the channel out a lot. Shout out to you guys. Let's go.
Cheers.
Number 2.
So MT13 says good team that loses to Oklahoma. That's how I know you don't be watching basketball like
I'm about to say don't say it. Don't
Oklahoma,
come on, bro.
You a bad team, but they have basically a fucking first round.
That's like telling somebody they shouldn't have lost to Northwestern at Northwestern or something, man.
Yeah,
it's college basketball.
No, Oklahoma at home over the years has been so profitable.
Yeah, you don't go to Norman and play easy basketball games. It's just not a thing that happens. Look, one more thing on this Missouri team. Like Tamar Bates, Caleb Grill, Mitchell, like they've got some ballers, man. Robinson, they've got great guard play. Where I think that Kentucky outmatches them is Williams down low. Now, if Amari Williams gets in any kind of foul trouble, it's going to be a tough situation for Kentucky here. But I would definitely look at Amari Williams' rebound prop. And I just think, he's been the guy for me that has stepped up for this Kentucky team recently at that center position. He's been a lot of fun watched to play down low. And I think his rebounding is what's going to keep this game, in check. But I digress. So I move on here. Stacks, I'm going to let you take us to the next game you want to look at, man. What's the next college basketball game?
Well, you ain't asked me. That's one of my officials. Missouri.
Oh, shit. Let me hear.
Missouri, baby. He knows what's up.
I know my guy Stacks.
Yeah, it's one of my officials. It's not my Stacks play today, but it's official. When we do our official plays, I got 5 nuts on there. I just think this is a clear spot. It's going to be a blowout. And I seen right before we I went on Twitter and seen you was on Kentucky. I was like, go figure. and I was gonna come on here and try to talk you off it, but
It ain't gonna happen.
it didn't make stacks, so I ain't that bullish on it. But what I did was I played the over. I got 168.5, and
wow.
to protect that, I feel like I got that yesterday, and today I bet Missouri minus 8.5. I got 5.5, but minus 8.5 because I feel like the only way that my over don't hit is a complete blowout.
Nah, Stacks. The way your over doesn't hit is that shit's Juju Jakes. The Barstool's Big Cat does his little March Madness thing, and he's hit 14 picks in a row. And the pick that he gave out today was the over in Kentucky, Missouri. Like, how did they go let the DraftKings sponsor keep on giving out winners, or they just go and start losing eventually?
The only way it don't go over is if Missouri beat them by like 30.
Yeah, I agree. But I really
money line plus 200. You guys heard it here first. Anyways, hey, yo, I gotta get our guy up here real quick. Man, I don't have the freshest look intro, man. That sucks. I got it on for the Medicaid Mondays. But he's going to be here to break down the NBA with Wine Time Billy Stacks. Let me go ahead and get him up here. I'll run the cream of the prop intro. Shout out to my guy, Dutch Boy.
Cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Dutch, what up, what up?
Wait, are we done with college basketball, though? There's hella games on today.
Oh, no, I got my action still to talk about, Billy. We got a lot of games.
And I'm going to let y'all guys run through that. Hey, real quick, I got to go open my door because somebody's here. So I'm going to let y'all take the next one.
No, you're good. Let me get to this game here. We're gonna go. This could be a random game on the board. This is probably gonna bore my guy Dutch Boy fresh to death. We're going right to Burlington, Vermont. University of New Hampshire at Vermont here. American East quarterfinal 2. I'm on Vermont here minus 14.5. I think this spread is high for a reason. No one is going to be betting this game today, guys. That's why we're not going to see a lot of line movement towards the University of Vermont. I like the way these guys play. These guys are kids that have been playing for this school for 3 to 4 years. They've been grinding out there in the state of Vermont. It's not an easy – I mean, you're out there just playing basketball and going to school. There's not much else to do out there. This game means everything to these kids. They're trying to win this conference title. I like Vermont here. I've been backing them this season at times. I like the guys they have. I think they can make the open shots. And I think they're going to take care of business. They beat these guys by 20-plus points today. So take the minus 14.5, minus 110. Gave it out earlier. I love Vermont, guys. I know it's a random game on the board. A lot of people aren't taking this game. I don't even think, let me be honest, there's 1.7K bets on this game, guys. That's absolutely nothing. People that are betting this game are sharper cappers and people that went to these schools.
Nah, bro. Vermont put money in our pocket for us. I don't think it was last weekend or the weekend before I was on here and I gave out Vermont. I'm right there with you, bro. We got healthy at the right time of year throughout the last month of the season, and they're fully healthy right now.
So good right now, dude.
How in the American East Conference of like this is like the class of the conference is them, Bryant, and
I think they're better than Bryant.
Okay.
I think Vermont's going to probably win this tournament, honestly. I love Vermont here, guys. They're going to smash these guys. They're going to put their foot on the throats. They're not going to let off the gas pedal here.
What time does Vermont game on?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
12 o'clock our time, Dutch.
12
I'm
o'clock.
be real quick because I know we about to go to NBA, but I'm so glad you mentioned that. Vermont and Colgate every year is system plays.
Yep.
Vermont win this. I got Vermont futures. I got Vermont today. Like, if you don't know, like, no one, you have to know about Vermont and Colgate. I bet when it comes to these tournaments, I bet Vermont and Colgate every single year. It's like, I don't understand. Vermont win it every year.
Yeah.
And they was like +2 something I got Vermont on. I'm going to bet them every game.
I love it. I love it. Let's keep this college thing going.
Yeah, guys,
you got another one one time? Real quick here. Real quick. Let me give some shout outs to a little bit in the chat. We got our guy Sharky Water Nations in the building. Good to see you. We got Man Bear Picks in the building. We got Chill Will in the building. We got our guy Gravy Bets holding us down. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Run up them likes. Let's run up the motherfucking shares and the retweets as our boy Wine Time continues to give you the goods.
Yes, sir. Shout out to my guy Dutch, man, showing out here. Dude. It's early here on the West Coast, guys, to be up at this time, giving out plays. Shout out to my guy. Appreciate him for being here. Stoked to talk the NBA with him, but got a couple more college basketball games. We're going to go right to Let's see here. We're going to go to Bloomington, Indiana. Shout out to my guy Kongs. Whenever I think of Indiana, I think of my guy Kongs because he just made so much money on this team in college football last season. Just so much money. We're going to go right to it, though, guys. Ohio State at Indiana. It's going to be in Bloomington. This is a big game for Indiana. This is a must-win, if you ask me, for them. They're coming off a loss here. This is going to be a 12:45 time on the West Coast. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people are taking Indiana. We're seeing 89% of bets, 88% of money. I think it's for a reason, though. They're coming off a loss here against Ohio State. I think that they are the better team. Ohio State's a team I like to bet at home, not on the road. And Indiana's a team I like to bet at home, not on the road. And Indiana's at home here. Being a short favorite at 2.5, I don't think this line's fishy by any means. I think this line is right where it needs to be. It's pretty sharp. This is probably going to get to a 3. I'm going to guess before tip-off. We'll see when more bets come in on this game. But I am on Indiana here in this spot, minus the 2.5. I think they get it done here in Bloomington.
Hey,
I love it. Follow up on that. Go ahead.
Only thing I'd drop on this is for the past year and a half, Ohio State is not a team that I bet full game. Ohio State's a first half team, all apart in the second half of basketball games. They've done it over and over again. You can look the numbers up, and I promise you it'll back it. Anybody else betting this one?
Shit, to add on to that, look at Ohio State's fucking historical Big Ten fucking road record, bro. They're like one of the worst road teams.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lucky Power in the building. Run up them likes. He knows the deal. Real one. Chi-Town's finest. We got JT Sports in the building. Good to see you, my dude. Cali's finest. Stephen Harrison. Kelly McInnes. All the real ones holding us down right here on a Skrilla Scratch Saturday on the starting 5. Take it away, Daby Cap. Let's keep it kind of
quick. Let's keep it quick
if we want to get to the NBA. We got
hold up real quick.
Look.
No, Stacks. This one's
real
for
quick.
you. This one's for you. This for you, Stacks. I saw your Stacks POD. You've been on Kansas, bro. You were on Kansas last week too, right? You're not on Kansas right now?
Quick.
That was the best bet, right, on Medicaid Monday. I know. After Gucci talked this shit.
And right after me, somebody bet the first half.
I know. Go ahead.
Fuck with Gucci heavy.
Yeah.
But no, but real
Gucci,
quick.
The old Gucci way tighter though.
Yeah, I'm 46, so that's the old Gucci. That's
I know. I
that's my era.
Old Gucci. I don't really.
Yeah.
The new shit.
I don't know the new Gucci.
Got out ever since that motherfucker. The first day out was dope, right? When he got out, that first day out was hard. And then you can't hate on that Amigos. His verse in the Amigos song was fucking killer. After that,
I fuck with his story though. Like, you know what I mean? The shit that he rap about, he lived that shit.
He's a real motherfucker. He just ain't the same since he got out. But hey, he changed. He got in shape. I'm not hating on the guy. I'm just saying, music wise, I like the first Gucci, man.
Yeah, definitely.
What are you trying to let us know though, Stacks?
One of my official plays I was trying to tell you is I disagree with Wonton. I'm on Ohio State plus 2.5. That's one of my official plays.
Okay.
Damn.
Can you sell it?
Huh?
Can you sell
give us a reason? Give us a reason why you are going up against Wonton.
You guys don't pay attention. He just says, "I know." This is what.
And I feel that same way about this game. I know everybody gonna be on Indiana. Yeah. My thing is, you bet on Ohio State as a dog, you fade them as a favorite. They need this game. They need this game bad. I got them plus 2.5, and I got them in a round robin dog parlay.
I'm not gonna lie, Stacks. Looking at the market, I'm not on these public sides usually, and seeing that I'm on such a public side today, and the line's not really moving. If it doesn't move, like I said, if it doesn't get to a 3 or 3.5, I think I'm going to be on the wrong side before tip off. And I'll admit
100%. This would have been an I know video. If
I read the market and I see certain spots, I could admit if I'm on the right side or wrong side. I'm going to throw everything else out the window.
I made it official.
But yeah, we'll see. This is going to be a good game here in Bloomington, man. But yeah, it's going to be good.
I don't know about that, Kingo. I'll let Stacks decide that. But most of his artists are trash that he put on. Like, definitely. These motherfuckers either locked up or dead. Recently, more recently.
I mean, but real quick, I don't want to mess the show up, but Gucci down somebody though. Like, how many of these rappers talk about the stuff that they don't live? Like Gucci really about that life.
But look, I know, but read what he just said there. I can't think of one artist that he really. All his artists are trash as fuck. All of them either dead or get locked up on his shit.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, so I'm not Gucci the real deal. I'm just saying I don't really. He said he has an eye for talent. Give me one person that he put on that win platinum.
Hey, I tell you, one person that's putting us on right now is our guy Gorjon dropping $2 donos. Man, he said Missouri, Texas, A&M Houston money line, and then he also dropped St. John's money. Shout out to our guy Gorjon in the chat, man.
And we got Fat Wally rolling in here, Daby Cab.
Hell yeah, Fat Wally. I hope we're gonna get to see you again in San Antonio soon, my dude.
Shout out to
the NASCAR shit. He said he's gonna be there.
Man, the NASCAR picks, man. You drop that NASCAR shit. That's just been
I know. I've been hearing a lot about the NASCAR. I'm excited to ride those NASCAR picks. I've never taken a NASCAR bet in my life. So
no question. He says, how is Mizzou under 89 points? You know what I'm doing, bro. I'm telling you, man. They're gonna hit 100. Now, is that a cover or not? I hope it is, but they're definitely gonna put up some points in that game.
There's some real ones in the chat. It's good to see some real ones in here on Saturday, man. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't even want to come here today after Monday's show, Monday night. Man, this should have me wanting to throw in the towel all around. 35 motherfuckers like, hey, we will be.
Hey, we need to let everybody know we're changing the time on Monday, though.
Yeah, we're changing the time. And this is the last motherfucking time. If I see 35 motherfuckers in there live again, you will not see me on the motherfucking Monday night. You might not even see my ass here.
Luau with like the sunglasses on, dressed up like it's like a Friday night for the club. It's luau season. You got it's March Madness. You got to funk these random ass college basketball games.
Shot, guys.
His advice was to dress like it's a luau, Dutch. That's what's going to save the show. Now we know.
Listen, what we're doing is we're bringing you a female. We're bringing you a female Monday night, guaranteed. It'll be there. Mark my motherfucking words. Monday night, you'll have a female on the scene. And it'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So that means it's 5 p.m. out here on the fresh side, motherfuckers. I'm sitting down at 5 o'clock to vibe with y'all. So guys like Hans Clips, guys like Kelly McInnes, guys like that motherfucker right there on the screen, OG Stacks, will be in the motherfucking chat vibing with us. Maybe even on the goddamn panel. 8 p.m. Eastern. Can you stay up that late for me, homie?
That's cool.
8 your time. All right. So we'll be out there by 10. And everybody that got to go to work can get the motherfucking Z's so we can get up early and start the motherfucking grind.
We're going to be starting a new segment called Cannabis Education with Miss Hound also. And Dutch and I have already seen the first video. Trust me when I'm telling you, you don't want to miss these videos.
And she will be live, but we will have some content pre-recorded from her as well. But she'll be live in effect. You know what I'm saying? No faking the funk. I told her, don't do 3 times.
Hey, Real Madrid dropping another membership in there, man. Shout out to our guy, Real Madrid. He's been a real one since he showed up at this show, Real Madrid. Much love, man. Thank you, guys. The memberships, they mean the world, man. You've already dropped 6 memberships between the 3 of y'all today. Gorjon with a couple donos. Blessing the action. Thank you, guys. It means the world.
Shout out to our guy, Cons Clips. Absolutely. Muchly appreciated. Shout out to Cons Clips.
You got one poured up for a guy?
Yeah, this is y'all's third shot already on the show. Wow.
And Stacks got a double. I got a single right here. So
that ain't a single, that's a half. But I'll take it.
Do not let Daby Cab. Do not let Daby Cab call you out on shots. This guy takes it out of a fucking tea sipper cup and it's like 1 drop. I've seen him take literally a drop for a shot before. I've seen him have this much in a bottle.
He's making that up.
I've seen him have this much in a tequila bottle and somehow take 8 shots. I'm like, how the fuck do you do that?
First off,
every time we get we're taking a shot.
I think this strip is going to be the first time we're going to see.
And then he does the fucking worst, the worst fucking bitter beer fish you've ever seen because he can't handle it. It's hilarious.
Shout out to our guy Oldie too, man. More memberships coming in. Oldie, much love to you, man. You guys keep this channel alive.
Oldie, the vibes Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. out here on the fresh side. We'll go live for at least an hour. We'll push 2 hours as long as the numbers are right. Come tell you right now, Monday night was 35 people live. I will not do that again. Me and Daby have to not come on here to go backwards. So I'd rather just not do content than sit up here and fucking talk to 35 motherfucking people. God, get the fuck out of here. All right. So show some love, show some support. If you want to see the sesh live, numbers, ladies and gentlemen, numbers. Speaking of numbers, let's go rapid fire real quick. We'll go around the horn. We'll start with Billy. Around the horn, any basketball game, college basketball game that has not been talked about, please give it to me and give it to me in a nice, quick fashion.
Yeah, we're gonna hit this Arizona-Kansas game. Allen Fieldhouse, you gotta rock with the Kansas boys here in this spot. This is a really good spot for them today. If you wanted to double up on this game, I wouldn't mind the over either. I think this is going to be a lot of points scored in this game. Arizona's defense is a little bit shitty. Hunter Dickerson, nobody likes him. he's going to have a really good game in this game. Other games that are on the card, Iowa State taking on Kansas, CBS game 1:30. I like Iowa State a lot. They're coming off a whole lot. They're going to have a revenge spot against Kansas State, where they lost at Iowa State, which usually never happens. They usually never lose at home. So this is kind of a really big game for them in their seeding. And then trying to think of the other one off the top of my head, the Missouri Valley Conference one. Drake's playing Belmont. That line's going to keep on going up, but I think Belmont's a team for and over. I think Drake can actually go over in a fucking game this time. And then North Carolina, dog of the day, man. UNC coming for the Dookies. The Dookies.
Come on, fuck that shit.
But every team gotta lose one game before they hop into March Madness. Everybody's gotta walk in, and a young 17-year-old Cooper Flagg gonna find out what it's like at Tar Heel Nation tonight. 9.5, good money. Money line. Yes, you heard that right. Money line. Good money. UNC's getting this upset tonight. That is the dog. We go bet.
What time's that game on, Billy?
8:00 tonight. We go bet
3:30 yards.
3:30.
UNC.
All right, bet. I got the MJ Tar Heel jersey ready to put on. I'm taking a 9.5. I'll be rooting for the money line, but I'm telling you on that. Fuck the Dookies, man. They talking this shit like it ain't a rivalry no more. You know, they talking all that shit. They're disrespecting Carolina Blue. All right, Hubert Davis, please bring the boys to play today. Go ahead, one time.
Yeah, I'm with Billy on 2 of these spots. I'm on UNC. I actually didn't give it out officially. I got the 10.5, and I didn't give out the 9.5. I got the 10.5 though. I think they're going to take care of business today. I like where Billy's going on the outright here. I'm going to be rooting for him. I didn't take the money line here in this spot, but I definitely took the double digits with UNC, and I like that it went to a 9.5. And then this game that we have on screen right here, guys, I'm with you guys as well. I'm with my guy Stacks. I like that. I saw him tweet out this morning with you guys. I'm with Billy. I'm on Kansas. I got the -4, -110 this morning. I think they're going to take care of business. You mentioned, guys, I talk a whole lot of shit on Kansas basketball this season, especially Hunter Dickinson. This guy's making $7 million. The guy's trash. This is going to be a game where Hunter Dickinson's going to show up. He's going to have himself a game. They're going to take care of business here at home against Arizona. Arizona, they're kind of a hit or miss to me this season. Love is on. When he's on, he's one of the better players in college basketball, one-on-one. The guy can make any shot on the floor. At times, he kind of shies away from the bigger moment, and this is going to be a very hostile environment in Kansas. I'm on Kansas -4 here. I think they're going to beat these guys by 6 to 10 points here in this spot. So give me Kansas all day here.
I love it. Mizzou's real big in the chat. Our guy Sharky hammering it home. Touchdown Troy in the building. We should be seeing the addition and the debut of our boy Touchdown Troy on Medicaid Monday, Best Bet edition this Monday. Reached out to him, it'd be lovely to have the All-American in the motherfucking rotation. So shout out to our guy Troy. Be sure to follow our guy Troy Torrance, aka Touchdown Troy. Been doing big things, and they're in this and what we're talking about right now, college basketball. Kind of took a step back in the NBA and put all his time and effort into the college basketball, and you're seeing the results. So shout out to our guy Troy, and hopefully we'll get some goods on Monday. Medicaid Monday, motherfuckers. Our boy OG Stacks, real quick before we get to the association. What else we got, my man?
I got I thought I had 5, but I got 6. And a little pushback and little first one, Stacks play today is Kansas -3.5. And brief. All you gotta do is look at Bill Self wrote a little sorry ass letter. And it's senior day. This game gonna get ugly. First half full game, Kansas -3.5 going away. Just look it up when we get off the show. Look up the letter. This old man really wrote a little letter after the last game. Like, this is a Kansas spot. Like, I feel like Vegas fucked up with this line. Unless they try and get Arizona. You add into that letter, Kansas -3.5. That's Stacks play today. And the second one is Alabama over 177.5. I got that yesterday. I posted it like 6 something or maybe 7 this morning. I don't know. Sometime this morning. Third play of the day, we talked about Missouri -5.5 official. I also got -8.5 for plus money. I feel like it's a smack spot. They got like 4 seniors on there, senior day. Lost 2 in a row. Back at home. Blowout. Another one. Here we go. Everybody gonna want back Houston. I know. Baylor +4 and +165. Both of them official. Houston lose this game. This is when the Houston loses this game, then you bet the Houston future. This is a Baylor spot. They need this game. Senior day, Baylor money line. Y'all tripping. Y'all bugging.
Yeah, but Baylor senior day, they ain't got no seniors, man. They got all this.
Yes, they do. They got 2. Okay, it's funny now. All right. Bet Houston then.
I'm not betting Houston, bro. I wish you know.
No, bet Houston. Go ahead.
He's kind of nice, bro. He gonna be nice in the league, man.
And look, I'm a firm believer of the Houston system, but you gotta know when to get off. I got off that boat, and I'm still off it.
And props to you, Stacks. He said, "I know, and Mr. AK, I know now. Good, I OG to you, and now you done ain't even been on the stream for what, a month, and you already got your own goddamn saying now. I know. Yeah, man. All right,
Baylor win this game, I'm gonna make merch.
You know what I'm saying? That's your shit now. That's Mr. AK. I know. All right.
I know.
OG Stacks in the building. Big Zoe in the building. Good to see you, my man. Well, it's the big show. It's a big show tonight. I'm gonna keep it respectful because the wifey is sleeping, and unfortunately, I wasn't trying to do the bubble bath, hot tub, jacuzzi with y'all because of the mic and shit. So y'all got me fucked up. But shout out to the Big Show picks. Check them out Tuesday nights. MMA podcast, doing big things. Our boy Billy the motherfucking kid, right there doing things. Will be there as well. Mills, big part of what we do here at Plus Sports Radio. And just my 2 cents in the fellas. So check them out Tuesday nights, 11 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. right out here on the fresh side. All things Octagon. Believe it. Let's get to it, man. Stacks just blessed us with some good shit. Wine Time did his thing. And Billy started us off with a 9.5-point underdog money line. And it happens to be
game, Summit League game tonight. This is like one of the last games of the slate. 10:30. There was a huge bet in the tournament last night. Fucking North Dakota ended up winning that game against State. So they're playing the Tommies tonight. And man, you know what we do when St. Thomas basketball is on the fucking court. We back in the Tommies tonight. Taking the 2 seed over the 6 seed in the Summit League tournament, CBS Sports Network. This is their March Madness. They can't qualify for the fucking March Madness tournament. So if they win the Summit League tournament, because they came from D2, they would not be in the March Madness tournament. So they going to put it out on the floor tonight, man. They're going to end up playing on CBS on Sunday. So make sure you bet them today. This game got changed from the Summit League Network to CBS Sports Network because it's St. Thomas basketball season.
I love it. Billy ending it with a little bit late night summit action. And I'm sure the guns, I wasn't able to catch him, but I'm sure he started firing away there in the gun belt and did his thing too. Shout out to Guns Picks. I know he was ready to rock and roll this morning.
Credit. He was all over Houston when we bet Houston and Kansas, but that was a bullshit basketball game. Up by 6 with 8 seconds left, and you end up going into double overtime. Like, that was wild.
Shout out to Nasty Nate. I'm happy to see you today, Nasty Nate. I'm happy to see you. And you know why, motherfucker. That's what. Go ahead. Y'all motherfuckers never want to stop talking this goddamn college basketball. And for everyone in the chat that wants, no, it's cool. Everyone in the chat that wants to ask questions, people will ask about Clemson, Texas. I mean, Touchdown Troy said there's fucking 20 good basketball games today, and he's probably being light with it. So I get it. Drop them in the chat. If the guys have anything on it, answer it in the chat. But we're going to transition to the NBA because a motherfucker got shit to do. But go ahead, Steph.
Hey, Doug, real quick. I'm only going to do one. One, Brizzy, you're on the wrong side. It's North Dakota. 2, I got a bonus bet for the college, and I'm ready to talk NBA. Bonus bet, LaSalle plus 400.
Nah, bro. You're not getting that, bro. So VCU fucked up last night. VCU lost that game last night to Dayton, and now they're probably going to end up sharing the title with George Mason. But St. Joe's can fuck around and sneak their way into the top 4 seed and not have to play day 1 if they win this game. 10.5 points is a lot, but bro, I'm telling you, man, I get it. You know, everybody would go out with a high note, but I would not be fucking around with St. Joe's.
Wow.
All right, bet. Listen, Now there's
LaSalle
888.
plus 400 bonus bet. NBA.
My man gave you LaSalle. We got I've heard OG Stacks be on the other side quite a bit today. So we shall revisit that on Monday. We'll talk about that, and we'll see.
Yes, we will.
OG
I can't wait.
Or the young man Billy the motherfucking kid is talking his shit. I hope he's talking his shit on the 9.5. I know that. Are you on that game, Stacks? Real quick. Are you on Duke or Carolina?
What's that?
Duke or Carolina?
Oh no, I'm with him on that game.
Yeah,
no, that's in my that's on my money line. I'm on Carolina plus 11.5, and I got Carolina money line in my money line round robin.
Okay, well I love it. All right,
2-leg parlay, and it's North Carolina money line, and there's Cage Warriors fights that are popping off right now, 11:30, and in the main event. Hashtag and new. They're gonna give this Italian boy this belt. He's plus 280, and North Carolina money line was like plus 440. So you can see what the odds is on that. I'm telling you, man, throw them two together.
This motherfucker trying to get me to bet two things I don't bet. One thing is hard enough for me, and it's only because I got that Carolina blue running through me. God damn it!
$50 on that Dutch, and you gonna make enough money to where you might have to come out to San Antonio. You know?
No flush. The wife is sleeping, so I'm trying to keep it down. And I actually have to be in a meeting at 9:30, and I still got to shower and put on the collar goddamn shirt. All right, bro. So it's not like I don't want to sit here and bullshit a little bit, but I like talking Carolina blue though, most definitely. But let's get to it. NBA Cab. I thought you were doing stuff outside. If you want to do an NBA graphic, go ahead and get the Lakers Boston graphic set up. The Detroit Golden State. We'll definitely be talking about those two. But we have 8-game slate. 2 marquee games are the later games, right? I'm gonna start it off a bit. Started off here with Wine Time. He's back in here, ready to rock and roll. Let's keep it kind of tight. And where are we going? And let's leave those last 2 to the end, please.
Yeah. You know what, guys? Let's go to the great city of. Let's go to fucking Toronto, man. We're going to Washington Wizards at Toronto, guys. We're going to take care of business here with the Washington Wizards. We're going to take them on the money line. We're going to say screw the 3.5 points. Take a money line plus 135 here. They're going to take care of business. I actually like the team that they've been putting out there these last couple games with some veterans out there like Chris Middleton and Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart, he can't make the 3-pointer like he used to a couple years ago. He can still play really good defense, and when he's out there, he's trying his absolute hardest. Same with Chris Middleton. These are vets that want to get somewhere next year and still want to play some basketball. I mean, they could have sat out the rest of this year and not have played a single game, but here they are playing in these games. Marcus Smart is coming off the bench. This guy was on the Boston Celtics starting for them when they were going to the Western Conference Finals every single year. Jordan Poole, been in and out of the order. He's in this one for this game. Him, Chris Middleton. I like George Sarr. I don't really know what I'm going to get out of that guy. I'm not a big fan of him or watching him play basketball, but Keontae George playing some really good basketball there for the Washington Wizards these last couple weeks. Toronto, they're missing some guys lately, but they does look like they're having their starting 5 out there. This actually should be a pretty good basketball game, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to take the Washington Wizards, though, because I'm going to get them as a dog at plus 135. I think they take care of business. They should have covered the last game on Wednesday when they were -5. They've absolutely blew that lead. And I forgot who it was that hit a wide open 3 with very little time left for them to end up covering that game. I'm going to take the Wizards here plus 135, guys, on the money line to start this one off.
I love it. Going to a bummy. That's what happens when you start capping with Jimmy's ass all the time. You start looking at all them bummy ass games. I mean, he loves them fucking things. But no, there's money to be made. Shout out to our guy Ski. He's got me. I've got myself betting some games I usually wouldn't have. But this one is 2 teams I can't touch. So props to you, my man, saying he sees value on the money line here. Either one of you two on this basketball game?
No, I said that shit to Jimmy earlier this week. Coming into the new year, ROI has been a lot better just cutting these games out.
Right, exactly. See, you know what I'm talking about, Billy, right? He starts on, then he does the fucking 10-minute breakdown on the bitch, and now you're starting to think like, well, maybe I should bet this shit.
Team ends up winning but not covering because the line.
Yeah, you're like, dude, why the fuck? I fucking didn't look at it. There's a reason why I got the fucking backwoods shit. God damn it. You know what I mean? I don't even want. You can find a bet in any game, and I'm not saying that. I'm just not talking about this game specifically. I'm just, at all one time. So I'm rooting for you, my friend. You know that.
With that being said, though, the Hornets team total under keeps on paying.
there's value in any game. It's just a matter of like, you know what I mean? There's just a lot better value in some things. The reason why you jump at shit jumps out at you. You break it down, it follows it, you write it. You know what I mean? You start adding shit is when I get in trouble. That's just my personal opinion. The more bets I have, the more tendency tendency is to like break even, slight profit. The more I load up on less bets, the more the results are profitable in the account. The more I like to look at my account, if that makes sense. Shout out to Real Madrid, DK in the building, Man Bear Pig. We got a lot of Piston love here tonight. We're going to talk about that. Like I mentioned, those are the two late games. We'll get to those. We'll break them down a little bit more in detail because those are by far the two best games. In my opinion, we do have the Pacers against Atlanta. Stacks, take us to the next NBA game, my man. Where we going? Tell me where we're going. I'm gonna break it down. Intro it.
Going to Atlanta.
Atlanta. There we go. We're going to the ATL, baby. We got the Indiana Pacers rematch against Atlanta. Indiana again favored by 3. Now I believe Hallie will suit up. This one was just the other day they played. It's a back-to-back game here. They did have a day off, but you got Indiana once again favored by 3. A total of 246. Indiana smacked them around the whole first half, pretty much almost 3 quarters. And then in that fourth quarter, Trey flipped the switch and Atlanta got him. Where are we going at with this one in Atlanta, my man?
The line moved, but what I bet the Pacers minus 137 last night.
There you go.
I like it. Yeah, I like it. They pissed me off. I was on them the other night, and then Scooby-Doo fucking ass went missing. And, you know.
But no, it's crazy. But the other day, I was on the Hawks. And I put it in the chat. It was a homer bet. Y'all know I'm a Hawks fan. But one thing I always do is on these home and homes, and I don't track nothing. Like, everyone always be looking for, like, do you track it and RI? Like, if people knew my story, I'm not a capper for real. Like, so all this, I can tell you who I bet and a brief, but all that data and trends, that's not how I cap. But what I do know is what I bet in home and homes, I bet the dog and then the favorite. That's just what I do in NBA. I've been doing it for years. Yeah. And I haven't stopped because it's successful. And I had the Hawks, the last game. It worked out because they was a dog. That was my team. I got plus 125. And now I got the Pacers at 137.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, we old school, bro. It's like a data. What the fuck is that? You know, I like. I like to see some positive trends to follow my shit, but we're you know kind of on the same page there. But shout out to all you smart motherfuckers that can do all that shit because I know.
Yeah, I can't. You know, I'll just tell you who I bet and why I bet it.
I got the pen and pad, so I could take.
Yeah, like
what I'm doing.
I can't do data and trends and little arrows facing this way. This plus this and this go. I don't know what that means, bro.
I'm more of situational. Yeah. You know, shit like that. But I do like to see some things in my way. Sometimes some things go completely. I'll just stay off. I don't really switch the bet. I'll just stay off sometimes. Shout out to Chase J in the building. Let's run it up, guys. We're gonna get a little more here to NBA. We got the Indiana Pacers on the board. I want to go right back to the window with the Indiana Pacers.
I'm with you.
Our boy Wine Time right there.
Yeah. Before we get past this game, guys, I'm going to be on the Indiana Pacers -3, minus the 105. I was on the Hawks last game, actually. I gave it out about 15 minutes before the game on Twitter. Just all that significant line movement told me that the Hawks were going to be live in that game. And yeah,
how he getting fucking ruled out late was fucking one of the big line movements. All right, motherfucker.
It is true, yeah. And
good call though to both of you.
They're playing in the ATL though, and this is going to be their fans show out to these games.
Saturday though.
Friday, Saturday game. They should be there at least. I mean, we'll see. I mean, this is the ATL.
Gucci Man gonna be there. Gucci Man.
They're gonna be rocking and rolling, guys. But with that being said, I'm still on the Indiana Pacers -3. I think they're going to take care of business here. They probably should have won the last game at one point during that basketball game I was watching. And I was thinking, I'm on the wrong side here with the Hawks.
By double digits the whole damn time.
Yeah, and they ended up winning the game outright. That fourth quarter was huge. And so they took care of business there. I don't see them doing that again here. I think it's going to be a letdown spot, and the Pacers are going to want to come out. They want to put their foot in the gas pedal, and they're not going to want to stop here in the ATL. So give me Indiana Pacers. This is an official play here, -3, minus 110.
I think they're the better team. I think you get your better player back. They got outscored by 14 points in the fourth quarter. They covered first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. They got outscored. So they won every quarter except the fourth quarter, and they got it. out. So I think you come back with a little bit chip, ready to rock and roll. You like anything in this one, my man, Billy?
Yeah, I like Tyrese Halliburton double-double here. He's had 6 straight double-doubles over his last couple of games, and he's been averaging 12-point assists on 21 potential assists. The Hawks allowed the 6th most assists per game. Maybe you want to do a same-game parlay, player performance under FanDuel, Halliburton double-double, Indiana Pacers to win. Probably get some good plus money in that. But I like Halliburton double-double. Sat out. One of my favorite things to do is when they sit out one player for the first game and then they play him the second game, they usually have to lean to them more offensively. And Andrew Nembhard had 15 points and 10 assists in the last game. So I definitely think Halliburton can do the same exact thing, but probably do it in a better version.
I love it. All right, let's keep it moving here. Damn, see, now I'm talking to NBA. I really want to talk this shit now.
Man, wow. Gifted 5 Pub Sports. That's 10 today, guys. Shout out to Man Bear Pig in the building, man. Appreciate you. Hope to see you.
We're going to do a shot.
Yeah, let me get one poured up, Stack.
Let's take them. Yeah, let's take them.
Yeah, I'll be right back, guys.
Where the fuck you got to go to get these shots at, man? Where you keep your shit?
Yeah, like, why don't you keep it with you?
Now you're muted now. Now you're Daby
I'm about to say, now you're muted.
Yeah, this is Daby Cap shit. I'll be right back. This fucking.
Daby want to bring people on that mute.
Where's that fucking bottle at? I mean, he keeps.
Why you don't keep it right there with you?
I mean, if he keeps it in the freezer, we give him a pass. But I don't know. Maybe his wife won't let him.
I'm saying, like, when you about to come on the show, bring it to wherever you doing the show. Like mine right here.
I'm fucking with White Top. Why? There you go.
That means he was listening to us talk shit.
Guys,
yeah, hell yeah, he was.
57 over here on the West Coast. We got sports going on all day. I'm going to be joining Billy and the Kid for the UFC live stream today. So check us out there. We got a good card today. I'm going to have some action on that as well. But shout out to you guys. Shout out to Man Bear Pig. Appreciate you, my brother. Hope to see you in San Antonio here in 11 days. Man, shout out, guys.
Yeah, man. Salute.
I'm rich, bitch!
Billy, the motherfucking Kid, take us to the next NBA game, my man.
Yeah.
And did you told us about Hallie? So, and then where
are we just going to the big prime time, Jones?
No, take us to the next one, and then we're gonna break down these last 2, and then we're out.
All right, next one that we're gonna go over then is gonna be Orlando and Milwaukee. There's been movement in this game. I don't have a bet on this game, but I definitely noticed the line movement. This line opened up at +7.5, and it's sitting currently at +4.5. That tells me somebody might be out for Milwaukee today. Maybe Dame or Giannis. Maybe it's not official tonight, but how many fucking games are the Magic gonna lose? Like, win one of these games. Like, man, it feels like both of these games that they lost in their last 2 have been by the buzzer. It stinks. This line stinks still, like high. Like, I think Orlando's the side.
Man, but I think so a little pushback here. Why did this line go off the board? It's down to 4. Who's out?
That's what I'm saying. Dame or Giannis are out. One of them two got to be out.
Y'all see Dame? It looked like he got in a fight with that bitch Glorilla or whatever her name is. He got a black eye and shit.
What?
Like that bitch. Yeah, he had a big old black eye. I don't I'm like, they still blew out the trash ass. Who did play the Mavericks? I think they blew him out. But yeah, this motherfucker. They showed a picture. His eye was swollen as shit.
Dame's with her now.
What?
Dame's actually with her now.
No, bro, it's a joke. I'm just saying, you see that bitch, like, she's all over somewhere.
Come on,
Dame is too good for her.
Hey,
that bitch ain't on his level. Get the fuck out of here, homie.
Dame's like,
I don't know what the hype is about her. She look like a little Ninja Turtle, you know, like part of the little Ninja Turtle shit. I'm like,
she looked like a little fairy.
No, I think honestly, like, I think she actually like probably good people, but we're talking about her look. We're just talking
about to say, like, she might be good peoples, but as far as everything else, she mid.
That's what I'm saying.
Head, though.
I'll probably take, I don't know, her and Sexy Red, we're gonna have to take another shot.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll buy her some wings and take her. I'll buy her some wings and take her to the trap spot.
Hey guys,
I'm saying that girl look
going to be out for this spot against the Giannis. It's looking like his illness is going to keep him out from this game.
Yeah, that's crazy because I bet Giannis. That's why I don't like Bet Rivers, man. They give you props, and then they're not gonna give my bread back until tomorrow.
Tomorrow? It takes a day?
I mean, not literally, but it'll be like literally. If they start a game at 7, I won't get that bread back till like 11:30.
Yeah, no, yeah, I feel that. Yeah, until the game's over.
Yeah, but my thing is like, if he's ruled out, he has to start it on Bet Rivers in order for it. So if he don't start, put that bread back on. Like
they know he's not in there. Yeah.
Wait, why I gotta wait?
Yeah. So now maybe you'll let within the NBA the way the NBA works, but they're already missing Bobby Portis. I really like Orlando with the 4. Orlando's got to win a basketball game.
Orlando's got to win a basketball game.
I agree with what Billy was saying. I was gonna give him a little pushback just to say, how do we trust this team? But there's no way I'm gonna go with Milwaukee. But now without Giannis, I mean, they got no Bobby. You relying on fucking Brook Lopez and Kuzma. You know, I mean, that's what you got down there. So
one thing about that, just to push back a little bit to that, it seemed like when players get ruled out, that team still win and cover for some reason.
That's why I said to start out with. Okay, now we got to regard the fugaziness, fade the fugaziness, which is when the best players aren't on the court somehow. But we haven't been seeing that as much this year as in the past 2 years for sure. Has it happened this year? Absolutely.
But it's the
for instance, Dallas was supposed to play up when Kyrie got out, right? What happened? You know what
I mean, like last night, OKC ruled out everybody.
It's the reverse. The Bucks in their parlays tonight, and then be looking at the game like, oh shit, this nigga Giannis is out.
All right, let's get to it. So yeah, I like that 4. I'd take the 4 without Giannis, and I'm scared of what Stack said. Don't get me wrong, but I would take the 4 with the Magic over having them at 6 with Giannis out there, 6.5. To me, shit, you could have 2.5 points. Sit that motherfucker down. You know what I mean? Let me get Banchero some freedom out there. All right, let's get to it. I want to hear what my boys got to say, and let's keep it tight because a motherfucker got to go. LA Lakers. Let's save that. Let's save that one for the last one. Let's go to the Bay. You know, area. It's about to be Bay business. Is it going to be Detroit basketball? We got the Detroit Pistons getting 6.5, down to 6 at some spots. In Golden State, 237. And this is an official play for me. I'm on the Detroit Pistons plus 3.5 first half. I like this look. Been on the West Coast for a minute. Was a lot of love for Detroit against LA Clippers the other night. James Harden went in the bag, took it back 3 motherfucking years and dropped a 50-piece on their ass and won outright as a 5-point dog with a lot of people not playing for the Clippers. So they've been on the West Coast, had time to think about it. Detroit's a good basketball, well-coached basketball team. Most importantly, they got Cade motherfucking Cunningham. Plus 3.5 against a fucking Warriors team that's been on the road for quite some time now. All right, they had a tough basketball game in New York, and then they went and fucked around in Brooklyn, took the night off, and got bailed out at the very end. 1-2 in a tough basketball game in Brooklyn, and then you got to travel all the way back from the East Coast to the Bay. Now, to me, there's levels to this shit at the end of the day, and I do feel like the Warriors find a way. But I'm gonna stay away from the first half or from the full game. I'm gonna take the first half. I would still lean the points with Detroit, but I do think the Warriors find a way to win the basketball game. Give me the plus 3.5 first half. I think Detroit comes out firing. I think Warriors start a little sleepy, after that long ass road game. And there's a lot going on with this other game tonight. So not too many people are gonna be focused on this. I think there's some value with Detroit plus 3.5 first half. It's good money. Talk to me one time.
Shout out to my guy Danny Betts, man. Just got a text from him saying he's gonna make it to San Antonio. Got me hyped, man. Had a good time kicking with him last time. So stoked, man. Hope to see all you guys on screen in San Antonio too, by the way. But yeah, Dutch, I'm right there with you. I definitely lean Detroit in this side. It's just tough to fade this Warriors team full game, though, as you mentioned, man. I mean, this team went from being the last team in the NBA in free throw percentage to the best team since acquiring Jimmy Butler. And Jimmy Butler's he just knows how to get to the line and slow these games down at times. And when he slows the games down and those back-to-back threes, it's going to be hard to beat this team. Detroit, though, a team that's made me a ton of money. with Jimmy in the bag and just in general this season. Whenever I talk about the Detroit Pistons, didn't move on them. However, in this spot though, just because the Warriors have burnt me at times, they burnt me last game. And I mean, the Warriors are bound to lose a game though, man. I mean, they're fighting so hard in these games. We're seeing Curry just play some of the best basketball these last couple of weeks, and Jimmy Butler, he makes everything so much easier. He slows the game down, and he gets the free throw line 20 times a game, and he's going to probably go damn near 20 for 20 at the line. And he plays good defense as well. So the Warriors are a tough team. This is going to be a fun basketball game. I'm off this game though, guys.
Our guy Kingo liking the Warriors third quarter. Yeah, that used to be a real big thing, and it's starting to come back because the Warriors are a bet on basketball team. This is just a really good spot for Detroit, in my opinion. How we feeling, Stacks?
I mean, you taught me 2 little quick lessons. One, maybe that's why you're supposed to break things down like that. You taught me complete. I wrote it down. I'm gonna tell that Pistons first half. You taught me right into it. Like I didn't have no bet before, but I wrote it down. Like once you broke it down, I'm like, damn, that shit sound crazy.
Yeah, and
I'm betting it soon as the show. I'm betting it.
70% tickets on the Warriors, and the line's not moving right now.
And it might be
spot.
The way he broke it down. Like it might be the Pistons first half and bet the Warriors third quarter because they're gonna be down. Warriors gonna come out halftime hot.
Exactly, they're gonna wake up. They're just a better team. And they got guys too. They got guys, you know.
It might need 2 quarters, you know, to wake up.
Mm-hmm. And
Draymond, my age, like the fuck. No, Draymond needs some time. He my age.
Right. You already know them ladies take a little bit. They can go in. They go down 6.5 and still be lovely, you know, at the end of the third easily, you know. So I'm expecting, you know, I'm expecting Detroit to either be up or like a tie basketball game at the end of one. I'm not taking the money line. I'm not going to be greedy. I'll take the 3.5 to the motherfucking window. Billy, talk to him.
Nah, I love the cap on that, Dutch, of like, even though it's the Detroit Pistons and the Golden State Warriors, well, the Pistons have been on the West Coast for like this whole entire last week, and the Warriors are coming back to the West Coast. And it always feels like when these West Coast teams come back to the East Coast, like it usually happens to like the top of the conference. When they come back from that long East Coast road trip, it always feels like a letdown spot in that first game.
No, but that's what my fault. I apologize, but that's what when Dutch was saying that, I'm like, damn, this is a home road team because the Warriors is the home team, but they the one that had to travel.
Yeah,
So first half, like this seemed like a hammer spot.
And they got the W's too. You know, they handle business in New York. You know, it's not like they fucked around. They should have lost that game to Brooklyn, but
the Pistons lost.
They put out a lot of energy to come back and beat them. They was down by 20 in that game.
Oh yeah.
So
even though they're on a whole nother level, to the Clippers,
right off of L.
So no, they're gonna be.
They were favored by 5 in that game. I think that line.
Yeah, so they're gonna come out hot.
They lose outright. So
that's why I say your breakdown was.
Yeah,
they need to clip your breakdown. They should clip that.
Breakdown.
You should clip that shit. Let's get to this next one because your boy got the slide. That's nothing official, Billy. That one.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm hopping in the car. Shit.
I'm about to say it's squad ride. We riding with Dutch. Pause.
First half.
See Dutch like this shit. I don't give a fuck as long as we get there, right?
All right, I'll move on it with you guys because I like the look too. I'm gonna do it. Fuck it, I'm gonna fade the goal.
I mean, that's a strong look though. That's strong. Detroit coming off a loss.
3.5. I think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna be up at halftime. We'll take the 3.5. My guy, one time probably gonna be over there shots deep, taking money line by the time it's 5:30 tonight. I know that. You know, he take money line first half. He's gonna take a full game too. Probably. Shout out to everyone in the chat. We're gonna talk about this beautiful basketball game tonight. I'm really looking forward to that Detroit game and the Warriors because I think there's extreme value there. But I'm also looking forward to this game. 8:30 Eastern time, 5:30 out here on the fresh side. We got the LA Lakers going into Beantown, ladies and gentlemen. We got a 7.5 point line now. You could, if you acted earlier, you could have got a better number on this. But the money's coming in on Boston. Lakers. Looks like majority of the people are going to go. I believe Austin Reeves is going to be out there. It looks like Rui's back. So I think they're going to be locked and loaded here. 7.5 point favorite, Boston. total here. What's the total we got? We got a total of
227.5.
227 and 227.5. Shop around. I like Boston here. It's hard for me to bet against the Lakers. But who's not going to go to the window wanting to take that 7.5, 6? You know what I mean? Like, money was coming in on the Lakers already, and the line's still going the other way. So, to me, I like the first half looks here. I'm on Boston -4 first half. I think they come out and smack them early, hot from the perimeter. Looks like KP's going to go. It looks like they're ready to rock and roll. I don't believe Drew's going to be out there, but outside of that, I think KP had 22 against them. They played January 25th in LA and lost by 21 points. All right, so it's a Revenga spot, and I just think a lot of hype with the Lakers right now. And believe me, it should be given. They're way better basketball team than they were 3 weeks ago. But at the end of the day, Boston is. I don't know if the Lakers are on Boston's level. They sure as hell aren't yet, and I don't believe they probably will be. But it's hard for me to bet against Luka. So I'm going to stay away from the full game. But you can get 4 out there right now. First half, Beantown. I just think there's levels to it, to be quite honest with you. And I think Boston's going to come out and smack them around a little bit. Do I think the Lakers could cover this number? I do. I think Luka and them can make it competitive. But I think Jaylen Brown's going to lock the fuck down. We know he steps up in these situations. I think Jason Tatum's going to be – I mean, this is a huge basketball game. It's the highest sold Boston Celtics home ticket ever. Ever, not just this year, ever, they say. So, goddamn, that tells you the inflation of life. So take that one on the chin, ladies and gentlemen. And that tells you that the Boston is going to be crunk tonight, right? So talk about it one time.
I mean, come on. I mean, I'm glad my guy Nasty Nate and Jose aren't in the building to say this. But yeah, I mean, everything you just said is completely true. The LA Lakers aren't on the Boston Celtics level quite yet, if you ask me. I've been fading this Lakers team, and I've been losing a lot of money doing it lately, this last week or so. I mean, the Knicks should have won that game outright. I was on the Knicks money line full game. I was on them every way you can get, and they somehow lose that game. Don't even cover the basketball game. Just absolutely wild what this LA Lakers team is doing. I'm a Lakers fan, guys. I mean, since I was born, I've been growing up as a Lakers fan. I fucking love them. I mean, it's crazy to see them play this good of basketball right now, but this is such a Boston Celtic spot right now, guys. This is coming from an LA Lakers fan. I have a stake bet with Jose because he owes me a stake. You know, we talked about it yesterday. He said he thinks they were going to smash the Lakers. I threw my stake bet against him. I might end up throwing some money here on the Boston Celtics because we're at a 7.5 right now, guys, with 75% of people. So you're telling me 100 people out of 100 people that are walking up to the window right now in Vegas, 75 of them are taking the LA Lakers, and they're making this line even more and more appealing. Opened up at a 4. I opened up multiple days ago, but a 7.5. There's no Laker that's questionable going into this game. What are we looking at here, guys? Like, come on, like.
Right.
I'm not going to talk here as a Lakers fan and tell you the Lakers are going to win this game because that's from my heart. I'm going to tell you who I think is going to win this basketball game. The Boston Celtics are going to win this game by 10 plus. I think they're going to humble the Lakers here a little bit. Maybe I swallow maybe the Lakers come out here and win this game outright, but everything, looking at the market, looking at everything, the Lakers coming off a comeback win against the Knicks at home, a game they shouldn't have won. They won in overtime. They played some magical basketball. Like, I watched that entire game. Like, the Knicks were in control the entire game, and the Lakers that last 4 or 5 minutes just played some of the best basketball I've ever seen. And it's cool to see.
Luka the motherfucking Dom, man.
Oh, yeah,
he's different. He's
and
different.
I don't think I actually told you, but my boss, he comes up to me on Monday. He goes, "Hey, you have plans Thursday?" And I go, "I mean, I work." And he's like, "Do you have plans Thursday night?" And I was like, "Nah." And he's like, "You want to go to the game?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, the New York Knicks. This motherfucker texted me Wednesday night. He has shared season tickets, 3 rows back from courtside, floor seats, perfect seats, the best seats in the fucking house, honestly. He goes, "Damn, I'm so sorry, Jordan, but I don't have the tickets for tomorrow. So I'll get you to another game soon." So I was supposed to be at that game.
That sucks. That sucks, bro.
That basketball game, imagine being there though at that basketball game. That atmosphere, that was just wild. But I'm gonna be on the Celtics here.
Celtics. All right. Hey, I hate to do this to y'all fellas, but I gotta get the fuck up out of here, and I'm the only one that can end this shit. So Stacks, give it to me, and give it to me with the quickness, homie.
What I'm giving you, my 5 plays.
You got 5 plays?
Yeah, official. I mean, going back into college, but I don't got nothing in the Laker game.
Hello.
I'm gonna be on the Celtics, but I ain't bet it yet. But nah.
Celtics smash spot all day. Hey, you know what they say though, Stacks? When in Rome, do as the Romans do. And this screams like a same game parlay. Take the Celtics line, Derek White 2 3s, Luka Doncic 8 rebounds, and figure out who you're going to do.
I like KP over 18.5, but he hasn't played a little bit. But he had 22 earlier against them. But let's talk about it real quick. Yeah, go follow our guy OG Stacks on Twitter. He'll tweet out. He tweets out his plays. You should pay attention. You know, our guy Wine Time gave out all his shit. Billy gave out everything today. Once again, nothing official from our guy from Stacks on the Boston Celtics or the Lakers. Cream of the prop, real quick, gentlemen, so we can get the fuck up out of here. Go ahead, Stacks.
Alpha Sangoon 12 plus rebounds plus 140.
Yeah, man. Wine Time.
Get to me last, Dutch.
Billy the motherfucking kid.
Tyrese Halliburton double minus 140.
I love it. I don't have a cream of the prop for y'all motherfuckers today. I'm gonna be invested in this first half with the Pistons and the Boston Celtics, baby. And I'm gonna throw a little bit on the Tar Heels.
Give me Jason Tatum over 26.5 points minus 115. Jason Tatum over 26.5 points.
I love it. KP. I looked at KP. I think you might see the unicorn tonight. You know, over 18.5. That would be my lean. But for my boy Billy the motherfucking kid, Wine Time Sports, my guy OG Stacks, Daby Cab, and of course the guy Guns Pick starting us off there. Much love to everybody there that showed out today in the chat. Now keep in mind, Medicaid Monday's Best Bet Edition will be live 11:10 Eastern Time, 8:10 out here on the Fresh Side. Please show up and show out. And of course, Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. out here on the Fresh Side is when we go live, the rotation. Hey, until then, y'all motherfuckers know the vibe. Stay high. There we go, fellas. There we go. Thank you for that. In this bitch.